Welcome to the Tomorrow of Today. I'm Emre, an English teacher at MBA School's Bursa Özce campus, and I'll be your host today. In today's episode, we are talking about the future, how we will communicate, how technology will affect our planet, health, money, and even space travel. Our guest today is Alisa Beren Aygün, a 9th grade student who will share her ideas and opinions about the world of tomorrow. So, let's imagine the future together and start our journey from today to tomorrow. Are you ready?
Yes.
How do people communicate today?
People mostly use their phones. They text message, email, voice call, video call. They usually use their phones.
Will phones disappear in the future?
I don't think so. Phones are really, playing an important role in our lives right now. And if they disappeared, people wouldn't be happy, I think. And phones won't disappear. Maybe they will, just get better with better tech. So that's why I don't think that they're going to disappear.
Why do you think so?
Well, technology is developing, so the phones will get eventually better.
All right. What new communication tools might exist?
Probably holograms. We've seen them a lot in movies, and I think that they're going to be real, or maybe even VR.
Can technology help protect the environment?
Yes, it can with the renewable energy systems. Technological devices produce lots of electronic waste, but if we, just recycle the electronic waste, it's going to be really, helpful for the environment.
All right. What environmental problems does technology cause?
Like I said, electronic waste is a really important issue right now. Imagine you're just using your phone gets old, and you have to upgrade it eventually. So what happens to your old phone? You're just throwing it away. And that causes electronic waste.
How can young people help the planet?
People should, especially we, should recycle. We should make people aware of the problem. Using social media platforms would be a good idea.
Okay, thank you. Would you like to travel to space?
To be honest, I would not. Because there could lots of I don't think that it's really safe and it's really expensive. The complications could happen, and I think that's really dangerous. I wouldn't.
Do you think people will live on other planets in the future?
Well, that doesn't sound so. I don't think so. Imagine how can that happen? Imagine living on Mars. There isn't even enough oxygen. I saw that lots of scientists are already searching of if we can live on other planets. But I don't think that's gonna be possible because lots of people don't have the money. Maybe celebrities, I don't know.
Maybe. Is space tourism a good idea?
Like I said, maybe celebrities because they're really rich and it needs a lot of money. You have to be really you have to, I don't know how to say it. Maybe space tourism could be fun. Imagine going I don't know how it's gonna work, but maybe you can live on spaceships shaped like hotels, and maybe you can stay there for a few days and then return back, but it's gonna require a lot of money.
All right. Let's talk about health and technology. How does technology help doctors today?
Well, it helps a lot in many ways, the patient recording systems, for example. My mom is a doctor. I asked her about that one. Can I say that? Okay. And she's a dental surgeon, and I asked her this, and she told me that she used a lot of electronic devices.
Do you think robots will perform surgeries in the future?
Yes, I do. But even though the robots will I think that they're gonna do the easy part, maybe stitching the patient up, but I think it's gonna be still operated by a doctor or a professional surgeon.
All right. Can technology help people live longer?
Yes, it can. Well, actually, my answer to that question is both yes and no. So it depends on the technology we're talking about. For example, if you're talking about technology your phone, if you stare at it too much, it's gonna cause lots of problems like back pain, your sight will get ruined. But it can also help people with early diagnosis. You're sick, you don't know what your problem is, and you just go to the doctor, ask them what's wrong, and then early diagnosis. Maybe it was gonna turn into cancer, but because of your early diagnosis, now it's solved. So that's
all right. Thank you. It's time to talk about gaming and virtual reality. Do you think, why do people enjoy video games?
Well, as a person who plays video games myself, basically it's for entertainment. Why do people play video games? It's for fun. It's really, I enjoy playing video games so much. Everyone knows that. And, it's actually to escape reality. You just sit down and you have a computer in front of you, and you just start playing games. And your problems, you just forget them for a few hours. You can return back to them, but, eventually. But, you just feel better for a few hours.
Okay, why do you want to escape from reality?
Well, there are lots of, stressful events, and...
Exams?
exams, schoolwork, pressure. So you just like sit for a couple of hours and then you just recharge.
Can virtual reality be used for education?
It can. I have a really good idea about this. Like, you decide if it's a really good idea. But, well, imagine, like, especially for little kids, even though virtual reality, like VR glasses can't be used under 12 years, but you can still use them, like, for middle schoolers, I guess. Like, you just put them on. Imagine, like, we had coronavirus and we had to stay at home. Well, if we had VR glasses at that time, it will be really fun. Like, imagine, you're just putting your glass on and they're like your classmates next to you and your teacher is teaching you stuff. And it feels like the same atmosphere. Like, it's basically the same atmosphere. So it would be fun. It would be nice.
Okay. Will virtual worlds replace real life?
It will become more common, but I don't think that's gonna like turn into VR completely. No. People will use them way more than right now, but I don't think that's gonna completely turn into like a virtual world. No.
Okay, I have a last topic for you. It's about money and the future, and we have 3 questions to talk more. How do people pay for things today?
They use their credit cards mostly. Sometimes cash. Mobile banking is also used, but mostly credit cards.
Alright, will cash money disappear in the future?
Not completely. People will still use cash, but credit cards, mobile banking will become way more popular.
Last question is, what do you think about digital money?
Well, I actually think that that's a really good idea because imagine, you don't have to carry your like cash stacks with you all the time. You can just open up your phone and then whatever you're gonna pay, you just pick it, goes to, where do you pay, whatever you pay, and then you just like click your phone and then boom, you just pay. You don't have to like take it out. It would be like, you would be afraid like someone might steal it, but no. Well, the risks are, of course, like we still have risks, but I don't really think that it's as much dangerous as cash. Like cash just they can just steal your money. I don't know how to explain it.
Thank you, Alisa. That was a great discussion about the future. Today, we talked about communication, technology, the environment, health, virtual reality, space, and money, and how these may change our lives. Thank you so much, Alisa Beren Aygün, for sharing your ideas and inspiring us with your thoughts about the future. And thank you to our listeners for joining us. Don't forget to follow us and stay curious, because the future starts today. See you in the next episode of The Tomorrow of Today.
Thank you. Bye.